XboxCast. This episode of Game Face is sponsored by our awesome Patreons. We're your hosts, Carl, Lee, and Simone, and tonight we're putting on our Game Face. Mr. Lee, who the heck was that?
That was Gary.
Really? That was great.
Oh, how many did he do? Like 100?
Yeah, about 100, yeah. We should be fine for the next couple of years.
Nice. So the next 200 episodes or so?
It's actually just Gary. Gary doing different versions of Gary. Yeah.
It's just Gary.
So funny. See, now I have to put it at the beginning of the recording as well on the actual proper one.
Ah, yes.
Because you reacted last time to one I'd already done the week before.
Ah, did I?
Sky of Life did the one week before where you didn't hear it though. It was just normal for you. But then actually in the podcast I put it out as Sky.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, okay, do I have to do that? Because Simone's reaction was, who is that? And I thought, well, I can't actually have a different one because it won't work. I have to use the same one now.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
And last week's one with Charlotte, that was great.
Yeah, did you like that?
Simone heard it, and her first response was, we can't put this out, can we?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, too good.
Yeah, she's done like 4 of them. I haven't heard them all yet, but she's done like 4 or 5 of them I've got from Charlotte.
Oh, that's awesome. And there's still Ahmed's to put in? Flip, we're not going to run out of ages.
And wait, you two as well?
Oh, me too.
You got to do one.
I can do one.
Or 5. And Simone.
I can do 17.
Yep.
And I'm going to get the kids to do one. I think that'd be funny, getting Ruby and Neve to do one.
It'll be hilarious. My dad says I have to tell you this is the Xbox
right. Dad, why am I doing this?
Like,
what does he want me to say again?
Why is the microphone in my face?
Line.
There's so much fun we can have. Yep.
Never mind. Just say the line. Just say the words.
Just say now.
And go.
And go. Yeah.
So how are you, Mr. Lee?
I'm good. I'm good for a Tuesday. You know, it's a long weekend, so I had 4 days off.
Nice. So waking up today was a bit hard.
Sorry?
Waking up today was a bit hard.
Yeah, no, I wasn't impressed with that at all. Didn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, having to go to work after public holidays is just nonsense.
No, you shouldn't have to. You should have an extra day to let you off because of the 4 days previous.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. It's like weekends are never long enough because you just need the extra day, don't you? We
need
the extra day just to recover from the weekend.
You just need the Monday. You know, the Monday was like, yeah, you can come into work at like about 1 and just ease into the week.
Yeah, just say hi. Just answer your emails.
Yeah, just come in, look at emails, and then go home. Go home at about 3:30.
Yeah. I was thinking 3 o'clock because, you know, what's the point of being there for smoking? I might as well just go home.
No, I mean, 3:30, you get a cup of tea with everyone, you have a chat, a chinwag about the weekend.
Catch up on your weekend.
Because then on Tuesday morning, when everyone's back at work properly, everyone can just sit down, settle in, and get to work.
Yes.
It's not the whole awkward conversation of what did you do on the weekend?
That's brilliant. I like it. And then Friday is no point doing Friday, really.
Well, Friday should end. Friday should go until about lunchtime. Then everyone in the office should go out for lunch. And then it should just be like everyone retreats to their little cubicle or something on Friday afternoon just to tidy up, finish up. And once you've answered all your emails, got to inbox 0, can go home.
So I find on Fridays the best to go down the pub, have a couple of pints, go back to the office and drink coffee for the rest of the afternoon, trying to stay awake. I find that's a better way of spending my afternoon. That's an English afternoon on Friday.
A couple of pints.
Couple of pints, game of pool or 2, and then kind of struggle to stay awake for the afternoon.
Have a good fish and chips and mushy peas.
That's right, yes.
You mushy peas.
Mushy peas, yeah.
We get them mushy peas.
I freaked out. Oh, funny. So in the UK, chips arrived. We were in a pub. They ordered some hot chips. I'm like, sweet. I got the vinegar. I covered the vinegar, covered it in salt and vinegar. I was like, this is awesome. The kids looked at me and were like, no. What have you done to the chips? I was like, what? We don't like vinegar. What do you mean you don't like vinegar? This is like normal food.
Yeah,
So I had a big bowl of chips to myself and they got more. They got their own.
Nice. That's when you're like, well, oops, I poured the vinegar on the chips again. Oh, no.
Oh, no, I forgot. I didn't. Oh, sorry. I was like kind of casually shaking more vinegar.
You know, you got to, in South Africa, we have a thing called slap chips. And the very soft French fries. So like if you pick one up, it sort of breaks under its own weight. You have that, and then you just drown it in vinegar, tomato sauce, and salt. Oh,
nice.
So good. It's like
fill those arteries up.
Man, it's like vinegar and mashed potatoes.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah, Kiwi's missing out.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks. I've The amount of gaming I've been doing this month is taking its toll.
You're getting a bit over it.
Have you finished The Witcher? Does that mean?
No. Not for lack of trying, though. Yeah. No, I think I'm going to go on a gaming hiatus for a week or so after this.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Are you waiting for Forza? Is that what it is? You're thinking the Forza video?
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Forza. I dream about it.
Do you
Not
dream
even at
about it?
nighttime. I daydream about it too. Can't
I
wait.
hear you.
Can't
I
wait
feel
to
you,
hop into
Simone.
those cars and drive a thing. Oh,
Hey-
we saw a real life McLaren yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I
The first
told
thing-
Kyle I have that car.
Yeah. First thing Simone says is, I have that car. Kind of.
Kind of.
It's bright pink.
Oh,
It
wow.
has Peppa Pig on it.
Of course it does.
Nothing says I am rich quite like buying McLaren and then putting Peppa Pig all over it.
Mm-hmm. None of my Ferraris are red,
I know
I
it's
think.
Really? Because sometimes a red Ferrari just works. Sometimes you're like, no, I can't. You can't mess with perfection. You just got to leave it alone.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
I don't need to check now the Ferraris I've got. I'll let you know.
I did skin one of my Beamers in a Destiny kind of outfit one time. That was quite cool with Destiny
Oh.
signs and stuff over it in black with Destiny stuff over it. That was pretty cool.
oh that's awesome.
Yeah.
How many Star Wars themed cars do you have?
I have none actually. No Star Wars
Oh,
themed
really?
cars.
I've only got one, but that's less than there should be.
How many about you, Carl?
I think I've got a C3PO car. It's just
Really?
bright golden chrome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Does it have his face on it? Or it's just C-3PO because it's gold?
It's just C3PO because it's gold chrome.
Oh, okay. I
You
thought it
change
had
the
it-
registration plate on it.
Ah, yes. Make it C3PO
C3PO, yeah.
or 3PPO.
Carpio. Car.
Car 3PO?
Yeah.
Car
thank you.
3PO. That's a good idea.
That's what the
Oh,
C
wow.
stands for.
Man. So excited
games.
excited about Forza 5.
Simone is. We need to chill out, Simone.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
calm
Like
down.
I say, I can't stop thinking about it.
Just calm the farm.
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to be sassy. I'm not interested. I'm not going to play.
This
but-
seems
but-
weird. This seems a bit weird.
Why?
Is that because you're playing Back for Blood or something instead?
No, it's
Oh,
like
yeah, you know how Simone is. Zombies, aliens.
Zombie killing.
car games are hit and miss for me, and Forza is just a bit boring.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I have to kick you off the podcast.
I
now.
know.
One
I'm
second.
sorry.
I can actually make you disappear.
Uh,
Amazing.
Well, that's disappointing. That's
But-
kind of killed the vibe, isn't it?
oh,
Just a
you
bit.
knew this. You knew this. Don't make me feel bad.
But on to some more exciting news.
What
The
have you
Halo,
been playing? What have you been playing?
Halo first. Halo Infinite trailer
Oh,
that
yeah.
this morning for the campaign.
Do you know the best thing about it?
What?
Was the music right at the beginning when dun, dun, dun. I was like, yeah.
Yes. So good. How excited are you for this Halo?
Did
Well,
you
Halo-
research side by side videos just to compare the two different versions?
Yeah. From the
Yeah,
past, from the year that they just got time to work on it.
Yeah, they've actually added texture and light.
Oh,
It
that's
looks
cool.
So good.
Oh, there's
my
actually a really
God.
cool video. I'll see if I can dig it out.
I take it Lee's more excited about Forza Horizon 5 than Halo Infinite.
I did watch the trailer for Age of Empires 4,
Yes, people
and
say
I got
it's
a bit
cool.
emotional.
It was a bit emotional.
Even I got a bit emotional, even though there wasn't even any gameplay.
things we love.
It's amazing.
All right, let's see if this works. Oh. We have buttons.
Well, for the next few weeks, we're pretty stacked for games, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Horizon, Age of Empires, Halo. What else is coming out? There's another big thing that's coming out, I'm sure, coming to Game Pass as well. Oh, maybe
Me.
not Game Pass.
Me.
Moan. Moan on Game Pass.
Simone on Game Pass.
You just need Game Pass Ultimate Carl Edition. Oh, yeah, look at the side-by-side video and just look at the different lighting, the different textures. Look at my boy, Master Chief. Oh my word, he's looking so good.
Actually, if you're a bit further ahead of you, actually, but if you look at the gun, the way more detail on the gun.
Oh
It's more
yes,
gunny.
wow. With the electricness.
Yes, the electricness. Yep. And he's got a beard.
Oh, good old Craig has a
Craig
beard.
has a beard.
I saw this. Everyone's saying Craig has the glow up of 2021.
Well,
Good old-
that is a big compliment, eh?
That's so funny. And did you see in the trailer they said, and returning fan favorites during the Craig?
I
Oh
did
yes.
And Craig was on the screen. And everyone's like, we see what you've done there.
Yes, you are watching.
It just looks so good.
Are we excited about the story?
Yes. I
Are you
haven't
going to
played
finish Halo
5.
5?
I haven't even started Halo 5.
Yeah, I know
So
that. You've got a
What?
week, haven't you? Oh, you got a month to do it. 6 weeks?
Yeah, got it some time. So while you're playing Horizon 5, I will be playing Halo 5. So we'll both be playing 5 games.
Yes. Halo 5 is only about 10 hours or so. It's actually reasonably quick.
Okay,
10,
can
12 hours.
you can't do it split screen, hey?
I don't know. Oh, no, you can't because they hate. That's one of the
Yeah.
hate.
They hate split screen. It's a bit of a pity. But you can do it co-op multiplayer online over Xbox Live Factory.
Multiplayer online. Oh, yes. Xbox Live Factory. Yes.
Because, yeah, maybe Simone and I need to then, after your gaming hiatus, is just hit up Halo 5.
Yeah. That sounds
It's
like a
really
plan.
fun.
We'll have to put No Man's Sky on the back burner.
We'll just wait for a really rainy Sunday. And I mean, if it's only 8 to 10 hours of Halo, we can just wake up in Halo.
It's upper end of 10.
Well, it's a day if you don't move and be a fatty.
And be a fatty.
Carl has this idea that we could play most games in a day. The thought of it bothers me so much, but he mentions it at least once every fortnight. He's like, oh yeah, we could finish that in one day. I'm thinking, who
could.
do you think you are? How
Yeah.
old do you think you are to begin with? And do you have nothing better to do?
Step 1,
No,
I've got
games.
Uber Eats on my phone. They literally come to my door with food. Step 2, after you've showered for the day, what else do you need to do? You're clean.
Some food.
Yeah. Uber Eats, you're
No,
out.
you
I'm
plan
sure if you
ahead.
play-
Plan ahead. Get food in the cupboard.
Yeah, but
Yes.
then you have to get up and go to the cupboard and then warm up the food or put the food together, like put the cheese on the toast.
It
Yeah.
sounds like you need a wife.
Or you need to put an oven in your front room.
Like an Xbox version of the mini fridge, but a mini
Xbox
oven.
Oven, yes. It's hot.
Xbox oven. Just store your chicken wings in there.
It's all right. Actually, you can get those. Can't you get the chairs with like USB seat warmers in and stuff, like for chicken wing? Yeah, you see, you can do
Yeah.
that.
We need to upgrade our couch then.
More couch, yeah. So you need a big TV, big couch,
It needs to have wheels as well.
and some wheels, and a person feeding you.
No, just wheels. So you can drive around and at least get to the fridge and get to the kettle for some tea.
Oh, I see what you're saying. See, I don't have a problem doing this. So I completed The Witcher, and how I did this was I concentrated for like 2 days and thought, right, this is it. I'm going to do it. I got myself to level 27, 28. Right, okay,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can now finish this game, and I just sat there and did all the missions to complete it.
Wow.
So was that just storyline missions or was that like allowing yourself to get distracted with
No, I
contracts and
decided
stuff?
I need to finish it this month.
Good job.
So I was like, right, I'm going to finish this game. Yeah, so just storyline. But I had done enough side missions to kind of... I've got a whole bunch left over still, but yeah, just completed it. Level 33 I finished on in the end.
Nice.
So you actually level up quite quickly once you get through the missions, because they're giving you like 1,000 points or 500 points. It
Oh,
wasn't
wow. Okay.
overly high. I wasn't really maxed out. It's cool. It's such an awesome story.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best games I've played in that respect. Like, it's an awesome story.
Wow.
Because what I'm struggling with at the moment is seeing how the story is trying to match up with the pace of the game. So you're trying to track down Ciri as the main thing. In the beginning, you're trying to track down Yennefer, who's gone through this place, and then you waste some time doing these side quests. Then you're trying to track down Ciri, and you're wasting more time doing these side quests. So as an actual story, how does it feel? Because for me, it always feels like, here's the story, like a Fallout 4 story. You have to save your baby. And you go, that's great. Let me just build this house and build this village and build the next village and then set up trade routes and then go explore that mountain and go punch that dude in the face and take his armor and put on his back.
Why don't you use like Fallout New Vegas as a better example? Because isn't that better story-wise? Like there's more of a story to that.
Yeah, okay. Yep, I can see.
That's the problem with Fallout is it's actually designed for people that like building stuff. Paul, I'm looking at you.
Whereas New Vegas was pretty good because all the sort of quests in a way point towards the story and kind of keep pushing you forward to where you need to go.
Yeah. And I feel like if you play it, because I feel like I played it in a good way over like if you want to run the game through 52, 53 hours or something I played it in. And I think I did, and most of them say like 70 hours is actually main missions. But I think I did it well enough. I was always around about this right level, so I'll do side missions to get the levels right. Knowing that I'll be able to get through it. And once I've worked out, actually, it's easy to kill people. You just need to hit them, run away, hit them twice, run away, and then smack them with your power or set them on fire, depending on who you're fighting, because some of them are immune to fire, so you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's it. I took out all the main bosses. Like the main boss guy, he's just a bullet sponge, basically. You just got to get hitting him, run away, avoid his attack, hit him, run away. That was all you had to do.
So he's a sword sponge.
A sword sponge, yes. So I hit him with, was it Yard or whatever it's got, the one that makes him fall over? He did.
The telekinesis thing.
Yeah, because that puts him off on his spells. He was doing spells all the time. So you hit him, puts him off his spell, smack him a few times, run away. He hits you, he hits at you, he misses you, and then you hit him again.
Ah, yes.
So the fighting, once you get your head around the fighting, is actually just a matter of going and getting out. Like Simone said last week, you hit someone twice, get out. That's because you'll get hit else.
Yeah. I'm used to just. Yeah, no, I'm just used to grab sword, will smack.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. You'll die.
Yeah, I have done.
And I was in the end. I died I think I died once against him because it spawned me. I actually because you spawn when you're fighting him, and it spawned him to a ship and spawned me somewhere else, and I couldn't actually get to my character. So something was screwed up on the spawn. So all that was happening was my health was just going down. I was like, oh, well, this is awesome. So I died, and then I got him back down to a certain level where he spawned you again. I was like, here we go, and it actually spawned me next to him, so I could kill him.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, that was really annoying because I was I don't die very often now. Like it was reasonably straightforward. And I was like, oh, I'm going to die because of this stupid game, not because of my uselessness.
I hate it when games do that.
Yeah, I was just really annoyed because I was kind of floating above the land. Wasn't actually near him.
Yeah,
The ship I was on, and I could see his name in the distance, and it was just killing me. I was like, oh, brilliant.
Oh, that's too good.
But I do like the way, it's very clever the way any changes, what you do makes an effect, how the game finishes and stuff is
okay.
Cool.
Man.
Sorry, Simone, what were you going to say? Sorry.
My session last night was a bit frustrating. Again, I'm not dying all that often, but I did die 4 times last night in a row because I arrived at this lighthouse. I don't think Kyle's been there. There's a lighthouse and the drawbridge is up. And so you have to jump off the bridge into the water to find another way into the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to jump off at the right place because 80% of where you jump is actually rock. So I just kept not misjudging my jump and hitting into rocks instead. So it just reminded me of the conversation that Lee was having with Kingsman a lot last week about deaths from just falling off.
He said he kept falling off stuff, yeah. And I was trying to there's another bit where you're jumping around. You have to run through some gas. And the gas was killing you. So you're like, okay, so cool. So you go quickly, you get on top of a ledge, you get out of the gas, and you get your health back in. I was like, sweet. And then I got to a point, I was like, I don't know, it looks like I go down here. I jumped off and died. And it was actually, I went the wrong way. And I was like, well, that's really annoying. I was doing quite well to this point. You died because of that stupidness rather than it killing you.
What it made me wish was a mechanic that Red Dead Redemption does have, which tells you how you've died. And it has stats about in what ways you've died.
Ah, yes.
And it would be really cool if The Witcher did that because there would be high stats for falling off things and not a whole lot from being killed by monsters.
I killed a bunch. I think it was about 5 or 6 guys, killed them all. There was a guy on top shooting me with an arrow, so I ran up there. I killed him. I turned around and walked off the edge and killed myself. I was like, that's...
You're like, man, I'm good.
Walk
off the edge, die.
And then it reloads you and like, oh, I got to kill him again. And then I did that same thing, killed those 5 guys, went upstairs, killed the archer guy, killed another archer guy, went down the stairs right dying, walked around the corner, cleared the whole area. There was a room. I was like, I'll go into this room, had a look in the room, walked out of the door of the room, fell off the edge of a platform, and got myself stuck behind some spikes. So then I had to reload, and the reload was back fighting those guys again. I was like, Jesus.
Oh.
There's no reset button to get you out of an area if you're stuck as well. Like when you're stuck, you're stuck. I couldn't get out of this area.
Yes, there have been a few times where I thought to myself, I am stuck. How do I get out of here? And then I've managed to jump my way out.
Spawn your way out. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. This was not happening. Spikes facing the wrong way and a wall behind me. I was like, okay, this is just not. Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun game, though. It's really cool. And the finish, there's very different finish. Like Witcher finish was what I got. And that was quite a good fit. That was like the nice finish, I think. But even then, it's not that nice because they have this whole, when that disease thing that happened last time, you did the right thing. You got the bones for Graham, you give bones to Graham, and then you kill everybody because of disease.
Yep.
It was a bit like that. It was a bit like, oh, this is really cool. Oh, okay. Because you did this happens. Oh, okay.
It was like, wow. You were looking out for yourself, and all these people died.
All these people died. Yeah, that's literally how it ended. I was like, okay, that's really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I did play because I was looking to work out how many missions I had left, and I was kind of vague. Did accidentally read one because at the top I kind of reading like third or fourth mission for the end. I was like, oh, this is interesting. So I kind of read the start of it just to see what it was about, and then it said at the beginning, it said, if you do this, this happens. If you do this, this happens. I was like, well, that's awesome. Like you've told me not what to do. But then when I played it, I made sure I didn't really think about it. I was like, okay, this is what I'd actually answer if I didn't know the results.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's lots of that where you say the wrong thing and then this happens, or this person dies, or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think Simone had a thing where a quest popped up and you read the quest and it gave spoilers or something.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a quest. Because I remember you kind of just saved and exited the game after that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a quest or something that popped up. And by reading the quest, it basically tells you if you make this choice, this is how it's going to end while you're in the middle of the quest. Ringing any bells?
Doesn't ring a bell. Sorry.
And you're super annoyed.
But that's the game spoiling itself, is it? That doesn't sound like it's a spoiler. That sounds like the game just telling you stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it was the game. I think the only time I've been frustrated is when I've read instead of skimmed the Discord channel. Is the only time
we've tried
it was
to be
somebody.
We've tried to be kind of vague.
Yeah, and I know, but I still do choose to skim read it. It was somebody because I remember being annoyed with someone, but it was a while ago, like a couple weeks ago.
You were sitting next to me. I'm doing a quest.
But you don't remember what?
No. I just remember you were annoyed enough to turn the game off for the night.
Okay. I hope. To be honest, I don't recall being annoyed with the game at any point.
I have a question. Whereabouts are you in the game? How far have you gotten to the story?
Okay, so at the moment, I'm trying to find Witcher gear for an achievement, but I'm getting really frustrated because I can't find a blacksmith. On my map, apparently I've only found one blacksmith, and story-wise, he's not around. And so I tried to find another one, and so I went to Oxen.
Yep, Oxen something over. Yep, another place.
And in the bottom left, because the way the city's laid out, there's two sections. There's like a top section, and then there's a bridge, and there's a bottom section that kind of curves. And I Googled it. I've looked where the guy should be, and he's not there. So I got annoyed. That was where I ended last night. I got frustrated. I built everything else. This is for the Griffin Witcher gear.
Ooh,
I built everything else, and I just needed the two swords, and I couldn't find a blacksmith. I had everything I needed. I got the diagrams.
Isn't there a blacksmith at the manor where the Baron is?
That's the one that's missing.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
And he's not there. I think it's a story related because I haven't finished the Baron's story yet. The Baron's not at home, and so he's left his grunts in charge.
Yeah, he's down with the croons, isn't he? He's down at the swamp.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw some of these cutscenes, but his grunts are not very nice.
No, they're not. No.
To the people. And so the place where the blacksmith usually is, he's not there. And instead, there's two, I think they're Nilfgaardians. No. Anyway, there's two of his grunts are sitting.
Two of his guards type, yeah. There's a sergeant there or something, isn't there? Yeah.
They're sitting at the chair where the blacksmith usually is. So, yeah, maybe it's just bad timing. So I might come back and do the Witcher gear later after I finish the Baron.
Yep.
And see if he's back and just be patient. But I was so close, and so I finished the game at a grump last night for impatient reasons rather than anything else.
And in terms of story,
what do you mean?
So in the story, whereabouts are you
on the main missions, the main quests?
Story-wise, I finished Keira, and I know that Ciri's not in Velen, so I could probably leave, but maybe I don't know how. So perhaps I do need to finish the Baron first. I haven't met Triss yet, and I've been doing contracts so far, just because I'm level 11 now, and I've still got level 9 and 10 quests. So I've been doing those because I don't want to miss out on the XP if I get too higher level. So yeah, I've been doing those.
I was reading one, and it was a level 28, I think. And I read it, actually, if you're level 34 and above, you won't get much XP. So it kind of gives you quite a bit of distance. I think it gives you like 4, 5, 6 levels above to actually start affecting you.
Yeah, no, you are right. I heard it's 5, but I was getting to a point where I was leveling way quicker than I expected. And so I panicked a bit. Yeah, but now I don't have any level 10 quests left. So I think I should be fine.
And how did Keira go?
Okay, so I'm excited we get to talk about this because we've all finished that story now, finally.
It seems like so long ago.
I know, even for me, because I finished Keira last Tuesday after the show. Okay, so I had stopped her quest halfway through. We had a picnic where we just looked at the stars.
Is that all you did?
That is all we did. And then I ran off because, again, I wanted to... The next quest line of hers was a higher level, and I decided to go back and do some smaller stuff. So I left her at a point where I looked across the lake and saw that Fyke Isle was basically on fire, I think. It looked like it was on fire. Anyway, so then I do confront her, and I chat to her about the papers that she has. Now, I knew that I needed to get her to Keir. Is that what it's called?
I think it's Cairn, isn't it? I think.
Kaer. I think it's Kaer.
Kaen, isn't it? Cairn.
No, it's definitely
I thought
R.
it was R. Kaer more than
Cairn.
Yeah. So there's specific dialogue options to make sure that you send her there. But I was too enraptured in the story and didn't look them up because I chose not to look at the guide.
So even though I was warned by Kingsman. Yeah, I think it's for the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I've already had to forfeit the achievement for getting all the Gwent cards because I forgot to beat the Baron, and now it's too late. He won't battle me again. So yeah, that's a shame. I'll have to redo that achievement.
Wait, but if you don't you see like there's on the Baron quest there's a line above it which says talk to people about where his cards are. So I did the same thing, but there was another line came up after a while, and it said, it might be after the Baron mission that you can talk to people about where his cards are.
Oh, so
okay.
You go rifle through his house.
Probably, yeah, basically.
Okay, because at the moment where I am now, I've got 2 quests underneath his quest line. The one is beat him in Gwent, and that's redded out.
Yeah.
So I can't do that one. And the one above it is to carry on the story. So okay, maybe I haven't missed my opportunity then. Back to Keira. Had a chat, and I thought she was being relatively unreasonable. However, the dialogue options that I had for Geralt to say, I can't let you do this, were a little bit harder, a little bit more black and white, a little bit harsher than I was feeling about the whole thing. So I didn't pick them. And so the ending I had was that I sent her to Keira and I took the papers off her and she was fine.
So you did that suicide then. That's the answer. That's suicide. And that's what causes that one too.
I know that's the line you're supposed to pick, but I don't remember reading it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say that there's another way to send her to Keira, but I don't remember reading that suicide. But you know my memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my ending was anticlimactic.
Yeah, I had a fight and killed her.
I couldn't believe. So as soon as I finished Keira, I went back to the Discord because I know that you had chatted about and you'd blacked out your answers.
Yep.
And so the first thing I did was go back and read them. And when I read that you killed her, I think I got goosebumps. I was so surprised that was even an option.
Yeah, because I knew what was going to happen. Kingsman just said to me, he said, make sure you send her to Ken Moorhan. I was like, okay. So I thought, well, saying to her, I'm not going to let you do that would mean that you should don't do that. Go to here. That's what I thought would be the result of that.
Yeah.
Not, she gets pissed off and attacks me. And I'm like, I couldn't do anything. I could only attack her. I could do nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, I had that when the tree attacked me. Well, I mean, I punched first, but I didn't expect it to punch back. But I mean, it doesn't.
There was a few ways of killing her, though. So there's another way was sending her off to go and actually give the papers to whoever it was. But you can beat that one by going ahead of her and killing the guy before she gets there or something.
Huh.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then there's the one that says that suicide, which means she goes, oh, okay. And then she trots off.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was actually just really lucky.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Flip. But, okay. So here's a question. One of the reasons I was so shocked that she attacked you and you had to kill her, it doesn't feel like part of her character. It feels out of character.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was really surprised because I was kind of not really expecting it as well. And she just went red all of a sudden and started attacking me. I was like, oh, okay, this is actually happening then. Okay. Especially after we just hung out next to the river and all that. So it was like, oh, okay, this is really weird.
Hung out,
chilled out, looked at the stars.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you think of that cutscene?
There's a few interesting cutscenes.
Oh, okay. Well, that one I got like secondhand embarrassment for it.
Carl gets secondhand embarrassment for everything.
So one of the funniest things, I first started playing this game, I don't know if you got the same person, but Dale walked in, and as I was walking into this room with this guy, and he's going, I cannot have sex with my wife unless I see fire or fight somebody or something. Did you get that mission? That's so bizarre. And Dale's going, what are you playing? I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I've just walked into this room. This guy's getting all shitty with me, wants to attack me because he wants sex with his wife. Am I going, but what? This makes no sense. But I had to take it to extreme, and he wanted me to burn the house down in the end. He was really happy I burned his house down. He was really chuffed. That's the weirdest thing. Yeah.
Please burn the house down for my jollies.
Yes, basically. Yeah. But then Dale walks in going, what are you playing? I'm like, yeah, no, I have no idea. I don't know.
You're like, it's age restricted for a reason.
And it's only new. This is like when I've been playing it for like an hour, maybe or even half an hour. It was quite early on in the game. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Have you met Fred, or you know our friend Fred?
Yes, yeah.
Gamer tag Pwed. He's also playing, what are we playing? Witcher.
The Witcher.
He's also playing Witcher.
Yeah.
And he's up to about the same place Kyle and I are. And we were chatting about Keira and the endings. Both him and Kyle, if I remember correctly, were surprised that there was an option where you don't sleep with her.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't sleep with her. Yeah, definitely. Because what's the point else? That's what I was thinking. Well, you might as well.
Yeah, I mean, the road is long, and
she's treated me. She's brought me candles and wine and food, like, you know.
Yeah, no, that's
wine
fine. That's
and
fair
dine
enough.
there wasn't.
So Fred's sitting on our couch, and he goes, "Okay, so when you woke up, you didn't have a trail of clothes to follow?" And I said, "No, I didn't." And he goes, "Huh." So yeah, no, I chose the option where I said there's somebody else, and so Keira then she says, so what? Who cares? And I thought, oh man, she's going to be quite a hard one to say no to. But no, she didn't overstep her bounds.
Which is pretty good. Good of her.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was, if anything was going to make me embarrassed, it would have been trying to fend off this woman that definitely wants something I don't feel like
giving.
Feel like giving, exactly.
Uh,
So yeah, some people just can't take a hint, and I don't know what to do in those situations.
Just drink more wine.
Yes, drink more wine. I will say I very much enjoyed the attire that Geralt was wearing during our picnic.
I took a screenshot of it. That was one of the screenshots I took.
Yes, I loved it. That you showed that after the podcast a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
I've got another one, which we'll show tonight.
Looking
so yes,
smart.
It's good, right?
Smart.
Such a pity he doesn't like it.
Did you have you done his beard? Have you done any sort of hair chopping, cutting over his beard, or left it?
No, because I want to see how long it gets.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've got a picture. I'll show you.
Oh, cool.
I'll see if it's the same. Well, because you are playing for longer than me, it seems. I
Yeah,
wonder if it's going to make a
probably.
difference to the length of the beard.
I wonder. It doesn't feel like it's getting that long.
It doesn't get that long. No.
Huh.
No.
I can definitely see a difference from when I got shaved to now.
You got
Oh
shaved.
yeah.
Remember in the beginning, you get shaved with your French man.
Oh, that's
Who's
right.
teaching you how to bow.
It definitely gets longer, but I don't think it gets
Yeah.
longer like my longer
long.
beard, that sort of length.
Like
I was hoping to have like a wizard beard.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for.
That'd be great. I've passed by several barbers.
Hmm.
I went inside one of them because I wanted to see if I could loot stuff. But otherwise, no, haven't gone anywhere near.
Kyle, how far have you gotten to the story then?
I have, well, what's left for me to do is go to Sacrilege to look for Ciri.
Sorry.
But I've decided to go have a look at and talk to Triss and be like, hey, Triss, how you doing?
Yo, bro.
And you wander up to go meet Triss. And I just finished the quest where there's the rats in the granary.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She does a spell to capture them, yeah, or to scare them off, yeah.
Yeah, and then you have that really like heart to heart with her.
Yep.
And that's when I was just like, yeah, Triss is it. Yennefer's old news. Triss is the new one.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just forget about Ciri and just find Triss because I found her. Game over.
This is want to quit now.
I've heard she's a bit of a sweetheart.
She's very sweet. And
Yeah?
her makeup is on point. So I'm sold.
Oh yeah. Carl likes the makeup.
No clown
Wait,
makeup.
I thought you would have liked Yennefer's makeup more.
I don't know. Yennefer seems too hard to me. She's too independent. Like she knows what's going on. Triss feels like someone you can protect.
Yep, I can understand that, especially someone being Geralt.
Mm. And plus, Geralt when he talks to her, seems to sound a bit more gooey than when he talks to Yennefer.
So,
Really?
have you met the what's he? I can't remember what he called it. There's an underworld boss that he meets. Big guy, real big guy.
The king of the beggars.
fat dude.
A fat dude. Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Has he seen you and Triss together yet?
Which fat dude is this? Because I've only met king of the beggars.
Oh, there's no fat dude.
No, Carl. The name of the quest is something to do with gods. The line is these two guys are worshipping this ancient god, and all of a sudden the god is no longer interested. He's not happy with the offerings that they've been giving him the last couple of years because life's hard. And so you go around and you find the god.
Huh. Okay.
You haven't done that quest.
No, I haven't gotten there yet.
I can't remember what it's called.
So I don't know if is that right because he's in a bathhouse.
I think it's called Ungrateful God, the quest.
Okay.
Are you talking about the guy
bathhouse?
and the whatever it is underneath the ruins?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's not it. No, that's just.
Oh, okay.
So there's a guy that runs a bathhouse. He's like an underworld boss, but lives in a bathhouse. Lots of naked ladies everywhere again, which
Oh,
seems to be
yeah,
a theme.
okay. As one does.
He sees you and Triss together, and basically goes lovebirds and all that kind of like makes real kind of inappropriate comments the whole way through it. It's quite funny.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah,
That
especially
sounds
because he's quite gruff, so it's quite funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's about as far as I've gotten. And the place that you meet Triss, that city where they're all very much keen to burn people
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. They're
Seems very
burning the
strange.
mages, aren't they? Because she's a mage, or a sorceress. Yeah.
Yeah, burning all
That's
the mages.
Oxenfurt, right?
It's the
No.
big
That's
place,
where I
isn't
was.
it? Yeah.
That's where I was trying to find
Okay.
the blacksmith.
So that blacksmith has got a storyline. If you go into the room where he's supposed to be, upstairs, there's a blacksmith who's selling. What's he selling? Selling something like bread or something stupid like that.
Okay.
You walk in and he goes, "Oh, do you want a bite of bread?" You're like, "Dude, do you want to let you sell bread?" He's like, "No, I don't really sell bread. I actually sell swords and stuff, but I can't do it
that's
because
the guy that
Yeah.
sells dumplings.
dumplings. That's it. Yeah,
Yes.
dumplings." Talk to him.
Uh,
He'll take you upstairs and then he'll show you all the stuff he's got. And he's like,
I've
"I
met
can't
him.
sell stuff because of the kind of the cartel is kind of controlling everything. If you help me, I'll make you a sword." You're like, "Oh, okay, I can do that." And that kicks off the storyline, which you complete. And then he becomes a blacksmith and gives you a sword.
Okay. I haven't re-met him. I don't know where he went.
So are you guys
Okay.
further along than I am? Because it sounds like you're doing some interesting quests that I have not even been.
I'm
proposed-
surprised.
Well,
The whole Triss storyline is a massive storyline.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
just
huge
following
story
Twitter
on
around.
that Triss side.
yeah, I think we're just doing different things, Kyle, because I haven't met Triss yet at all, and I haven't finished the Baron.
Huh. Okay. Man, this game is massive.
It's insane, yeah. Because I finished the game, and then it dumps you back again, and it says the game is now complete. All the main quest missions are gone because you've done them, so they're all fine. But everything is how it was before you went on the last mission.
Oh,
Yep.
that's cool.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, so I've not lost any more missions than I'd lost before that. So I kind of was careful that there were some missions that you lose because you go to this isle, and if you don't complete the certain missions, you'll lose them. And I've done all those. I've not lost anything interesting there. And I've gone back to start doing contracts, and all these contracts have these massive long storylines that go on for ages.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Visit random guy in a manor, and random guy says you go and talk to the person. There's a woman that you know there who's on some sort of mission that you need to help, and now I'm fighting a frog. It's like big ass frog. Yeah,
Do
it
you
was
have
just
to kiss the frog?
Yeah.
it was really fun because I finished the game and I was like, oh, I'll just do this contract because it popped up as the next mission to do. I thought, oh, I'll just quickly do this. And then it turned up going here and then jumping here and talking to her and then going, and I was like, oh, wow, this is not just a quick killer robot thing or something. It's actually a whole thing going on.
Oh, that's
Okay, here's a
amazing.
question. This is a side quest called Defender of the Faith.
Ah, yep.
There's an old woman you come across, and I want to say she's crying when you meet her.
Yep.
Mhm.
I know. the one.
And
Yep.
basically, there's these vandals that have kicked over these totem-like shrines.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know this one. Yep.
So I was going ahead. There's only 3 that you have to put upright, and you do the first one when you find the quest. So there's only 2 to do. So ran around, did the second one. The third one, you come across the guys who are actually doing the upheavaling.
Mhm.
And so I confront them. Now, as you might remember, I'm very much playing a Geralt who tries his best not to get involved.
Oh, yep.
And I think there's been more than one occasion where I think I've maybe missed out on some stuff. But when it came to the conclusion of this quest, the guys said, well, why do you care?
Mhm.
And I know that Geralt doesn't really care about the gods. In fact, it's explained. He doesn't care. He just stays out of their way, and he makes sure that they stay out of his way.
Yeah,
type
same
of
as
thing.
politics, isn't it? He keeps out of politics, keeps out of king's business and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So the dialogue option I chose was something like, "Well, it's not really any of my business," and so they quite like that answer, and so they leave me alone. But then I failed the quest because the third and final totem I don't put back up because, again, I don't care. So yeah, that's my first failed quest.
Hmm.
How
Unless you
annoying.
include the Gwent card from the Baron. But yeah, this one actually said failed.
Yeah, that's not failed then. If it disappears into the failed section, then you can't do it.
Okay.
So it has to drop down to the bottom where there's a failed area.
Oh really? Oh, so I've created a new area with the failed.
Yeah,
Failed
that's right.
side
It's not
quests.
there unless you fail. So I didn't when I first did
Ah.
the run. I didn't actually do all the missions in the White Orchard.
Oh,
Yep.
yep.
I did a few, and I was kind of bored. I was like, I want to actually see other stories. So I started following the story, and then went to the castle. As soon as I went to the castle, I failed like 6 missions.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh, okay, that's annoying. So then, yeah. Yeah. But those are the only ones I've missed. And then another one I failed later on, like second last mission. I failed a side mission because unless you do the side mission before doing the last mission, you fail it. Which it was given to me and I didn't know I had it almost, and then it failed. It was kind of weird.
No.
It was a bit odd. Yeah.
Yep.
But not to worry, it's fine.
I'm trying to think. I'm in terms of side quests that you need to do to get an achievement. I'm up to Jenny of the Woods.
Yes.
Which is actually quite a short mission.
Which one's that? What's happened in that one?
Yeah, it's a wraith that you have to kill. The wraith was a little bit challenging, to be honest.
Wraiths can be, actually. Wraiths are a pain. Is that the one where you have to go to the fire and then wait till midnight and then capture it with the Arden spell, what's called? The one that creates like a magical square and they come into it and you can attack them? Yeah, no, that was a pain.
Yeah.
I died a couple of times doing that one. Yeah.
It is quite a pain, and then she spawns 3 of.
But just kill them. You just kill them real quick with the
very
crossbow.
Yeah, my reload is very slow. I don't know. Can you get that better?
You can get 2 for ones. You get 2 shots in one bow. Trick shot.
Oh yes, you are right. I have equipped that perk that slows down time while you're aiming.
Oh yeah. So
that's quite handy.
Never did that. I did the one that heals me. That was quite important, but that was good. Plus 500 health, and then the one where you eat food, and then your vitality goes back up for 20 minutes.
Yes, yeah, that's nice. That's a good perk to have.
Yeah, when I realized, sometimes I skim read the perks. When I realized that vitality thing in regards to eating food, I thought, oh, this is going to be handy for Death March.
That's right, yeah, and that's what Kingsman was saying, wasn't it? He said, "I'm getting food now in the easy level, because all you doesn't food carry across or something in the hard level." So I've got. When I first started playing, I was struggling for food. I think I must have got the vitality thing right at the beginning, and was like, "Oh, cool." So every time I eat, but I wasn't finding much food. It was kind of weird. I actually ran out at one point. I had to go and buy food because I'd run out of food.
Really, I bought food by accident right in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
And then never needed to again. But but when you meditate, you get your health back.
Yeah, you do. But if you're running, I don't really stop. I just keep going. Unless I have to wait until a certain time, I don't meditate. I just keep going to different places.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no meditating going on.
So now that you've finished the game, you're going to replay, I know, to clean up some of the achievements.
Yep.
Are you going to play on Death March?
Do I hate myself that much?
Well, how hard do you think it's going to be?
The achievement is actually that level or one below, isn't it? Swords and something or other. There's 3 levels, isn't there? There's one you're on, blood and sword, where it's called, the easy one, the middle one, where it's called, the normal.
Story only.
No, the story only. One that I'm played through, which is like not too difficult. There's another one, and then there's Death March.
Yes.
The achievement is actually for the top. It's not. You don't have to do Death March for the achievement. You can do the one below it.
No.
Read the achievement.
I don't think you're right.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm right. Now. I know you do. I know you do. Okay, it's called Walked the Path for 65 points.
Actually,
finish the game on the Death March difficulty level.
So the one that he shared here was
second hardest achievement.
Finish the game on the blood and broken bones or Death March difficulty level. Run the gauntlet. Is that a different one? Is it?
2 different achievements.
Yes.
So if you do the Death March one, you could potentially get 2 achievements.
Okay. Interesting. Blood and broken bones. Interesting.
Blood and broken bones.
Okay.
So, with a week to go, what do you guys think? Are you going to go back to it, Mr. Lee? Are you going to try and do some DLC, or are you going to try clean up the actual real game?
I'm so torn. I really want to do the DLC, but I really want to play Back 4 Blood.
Yeah. So, do you not have the Game of the Year edition?
Yeah, I do.
What do you mean by the DLC? Isn't it packed into the game? Or are they
kind
all
of,
optional
but it's an option, isn't it? Blood and Wine and
Heart of Stone.
Heart of Stone.
Oh, okay.
They're optional missions that you want optional, but you have to level 32 to see them or to do them.
Okay.
And they're there. They're looking at me, but then I'm like, but I want to play Back 4 Blood before I lose my life to Forza.
So good.
I'm tempted to kind of save this until I have kind of a, like go back to your backlog or something.
Yes.
Yep.
Maybe do the DLCs then.
Yeah, I was thinking a similar thing. I'm not going to play Death March in a time where I need to podcast, because it'll be more like I'll play games that are worth stories for the podcast, and if I have time, I will make some progress in Death March. That would be because Death March is not going to be interesting story wise. We've already talked our heads off about Witcher, and I will have finished the game by then.
I hope so.
And just simply replaying it, so it's not going to be entertaining for the listeners.
But just think how nice it'll look with the next gen patch.
Which I don't have a Series X
yet.
Oh, yeah, but next year, because it will come out end of next year. It's Q2 or something next year. It's coming out mid next year.
So there's still lots of time for us to get you a Series X.
Well, Christmas break is the best time for me to play Death March, because we're on hiatus. See? But yeah, it won't be out by then.
No,
maybe we should do like midwinter hiatus for Death March.
For Death March, yeah. But that's also another thing, is I can wait until the high def comes out and then play it through then.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because Simone's playing it on 60 FPS on performance mode, and it looks incredible.
Yeah,
like
can't go back.
You can just see how the game feels so much nicer.
Yep.
So it's on sale at the moment digitally.
It's $10, yeah.
Yeah. So to get ready for Witcherween, I went out and bought a physical copy from EB Games, pre-owned. And that was $40, I think. So now I get to trade it back in and
put it on trade me or
buy
eBay.
It on sale. Yeah, definitely. But no, I think I will give it back to EB Games, because at some point we're going to have an event for a game I probably don't have, and then at least I've got some
credit there. Yeah.
Thank you, credit. I couldn't remember the name.
And so with a week to go, Simone, do you think you'll be able to finish the game?
No. No, I don't have time for that. No, that's nonsense. I do have time, but I'm choosing to do other things.
How many hours have you spent in it? How many hours have you spent? Because I'm kind of curious, because I've spent 50 and done it, really. 50-ish. And you've done how many hours? I wonder if you were kind of...
I actually haven't looked in ages.
You should have a look, because it's kind of interesting.
Where does it tell you how many hours you've done?
In the game itself. You have to be in the game, that's the problem.
Because the Xbox stats don't show anything about it, really.
No, it's broken, I think.
Which is annoying.
Okay, give me a moment. I do manually record game time. I just want to see.
Because I think my game says I've done 4 hours on True Achievements.
Okay, about 26 hours.
Ah, okay. So you're halfway.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. I spend a lot of time in my inventory, though. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting too heavy.
Yes. You don't need stuff, though. I find you just got to do a bit like Destiny. Just sell it. Because when you get a certain level, you'll get better gear.
Yes, but I've got chest armor. I've got about 4 chest armors.
Why?
Because they all have different stats. And so the RPG person in me goes, at some point, I'm going to hit this boss, and this chest armor's not going to be any good, and I need to swap it out.
No difference whatsoever.
Really? Do you know what? In an attempt to try and trigger this Witcher gear achievement, was wearing all my Witcher gear, and then for the 2 swords, I swapped back to my Viper swords.
Mm-hmm.
They're Witcher, but they're not Griffin. And then I forgot I had them, and they're level 1 swords. And I came across some bandits, and actually for a while forgot that I was actually wielding these level 1 swords, because they just did okay.
Exactly. It makes no difference. No.
Embarrassing.
No, it makes
as long as you smack people in the face with the sword and then dodge, I think it's fine.
Speaking of smacking and dodging, I'm having real trouble with this one achievement that requires you to kill 5 guys without getting hit and without using magic. Now, for the average person, the perfect candidate would be wolves, because I'm at a point now where I can just one-hit kill them, and I cannot dodge out of the way of wolves. I can dodge one wolf, maybe, but then they all come at me at the different angles, and it's so hard. So I really, this achievement I've been trying to get since the beginning of Witcherween, and I just can't. Don't laugh at me. You don't have it either.
No, I don't. But that's
But you're
because,
also, I know you're not trying to get it. So,
yeah,
Ugh.
my wolves scale with me.
Oh yes. So you get difficult wolves. Why do you do that? Isn't that dumb?
Because he likes to die.
Well,
Oh yeah.
it means, I don't know, it makes it feel like every fight is a interesting fight and not just there's a level 1 fight, set you on fire, walk away.
So does that mean you never come across any enemies with a skull?
No, you get the skull enemies, but the enemies that I meet that are normally lower level than you are normally 1 level higher than me.
Oh, okay. So it's only the enemies that are lower than you that get scaled up.
They get boosted up, yep. Just like Lee says, always boost, never nerf. Always buff,
Right.
never nerf.
Okay.
I just noticed you've died
Interesting.
30 times, Carl. I've died 36 times. I've completed the game. You're probably halfway, not even halfway.
I'm playing on a harder difficulty.
You can play same levels as me, bro. Actually, Kinston said
does.
to me, "What armor are you wearing?" When you complete the game, I was like, "No idea. I just got armor." I'm like,
Oh, speaking of armor, for a very long time, I've been wielding a dwarf axe because it's just
"Oh,
the strongest thing I had for a very
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time.
Yep.
It felt strange as a Witcher, but I mean, it didn't compare to anything else I had.
I've turned away from them because I didn't think they were very good. I'd have thought, no, I can't use. I'm supposed to use a silver, and a steel sword. I can't be carrying an axe around.
Did you look at the stats?
Yeah, the stats were really good, but no,
Yeah, okay.
no.
Because it was a relic. It's a relic
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
axe.
they're worth lots of money. Just sell them. That's what I did.
Oh yeah. If stuff is damaged, because you've got that percentage
Mhm.
that goes down. If stuff is damaged, they don't sell for as much. Is that right?
Oh no, I
Or am I just
I-
imagining?
really don't know.
Mm.
I fix stuff, so I don't know.
I don't mind fixing things, but my logic is like, I'm gonna find something better soon, and then I don't. For ages.
I don't know. I got down to like 30% one time. Actually, it might have been the last boss guy because these are all pain. You have to keep hitting it. My thing got down to 30%. I was like, does it break at 0%? Does it just go away?
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, my one sword was at 0% for a very long time.
Oh, okay. I don't like
that's
the
fine.
pitching on my screen and showing me I've got broken things. It annoys me, so I have to fix it.
Yeah, agreed. Kyle, I think I was already in bed and he was staying up late gaming, and he comes back to bed and he says, I keep having to repair things. Yes, it's annoying.
Kyle,
Yeah.
do you think you're going to finish this game in a week?
I'm going to try.
Simone just laughs.
Well, let's see. Monday and Wednesday is the only days we don't have anything on.
Yep.
And tomorrow is fantastic weather, so we're going to go to the beach.
Yep.
So he's running out of days.
Yeah, running out of days, but I mean, I still have the weekend.
I did.
Yeah,
That's
you've
what I
got
did.
Saturday.
I just did 1 week. I think it was the weekend before that I actually did most of the work on.
You just sat down quietly and just played.
I'm going to play this game, yeah. And once you get to Act 3, you're at the last bits.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad. And also I was high enough level that things were not as kind of much of a struggle.
Kyle, you're not going to be playing this weekend because Gears has a 666 XP weekend.
Oh, yeah,
play
you want to play
Gears.
horde mode?
Oh, wait a minute. Is it Witcherween? I don't think that game's in Witcherween, actually.
Oh, well.
Let's play that game, sorry.
No, get Gears.
Gears. You see, Halo have stolen our idea of names. Halloween.
Oh, Halloween.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, buggers.
Huh.
Yeah.
And Shocktober. I'm sure that was what you called us stuff last year, wasn't it? Shocktober?
Something
Yes.
like that.
Definitely. It's the Xbox Shocktober sale at the moment.
yes. Until the 4th.
But you know what my mom always used to say? She always used to say mimicry is the highest form of flattery.
yeah. They're watching us.
They
Microsoft are
must be.
watching us with ideas.
Yes, they are.
Please don't give us free stuff.
That's right. Yeah, we don't want stuff.
Please.
Only give us free Series X's and Xbox mini fridges and some maybe Xbox hoodies and some shoes.
No,
want some
no.
Xbox stuff.
Don't give me Xbox shoes. Don't give me t-shirts. Don't give me plastic figurines. No, okay. I just. It's
If you were going to
ridiculous.
give them to Simone, give them to me. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Simone
I
fine.
has
have
lots of
space
space.
behind me. It's fine. I can put them
I
behind
don't
me.
need that. It's just
No one needs
crap.
it, but you just have to have it.
Yeah, no
No.
one needs it, but you want it.
No,
It's
I
like
don't
no
want
one
it.
actually needs to complete The Witcher, but you have to.
Yeah, well, it's the rules.
Yeah, but at least Witcher doesn't take up room in the house.
No, it takes a headspace though. You're
Yes,
not even
Yeah, it
into
does.
like the finishing the Baron off. I want to see how you react to finishing the Baron story off.
Yes, I promise you that I will finish it by next week's show.
Okay.
We can chat about it.
brilliant.
And I'll start with Triss as well. But it doesn't sound. Carl, have you finished Triss? Not yet.
No, I just started Triss.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a whole
So I'll
world of
start.
stuff she gets into.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's exciting.
So
So-
we can talk about the Baron next week and Triss.
So my idea was to get to level 18 before going to Skellige, what it was called.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Skellige.
Because it's 16 minimum there. So I was like, if I want to be 2 above just in case. Who knows?
Ah,
what
yeah,
you meet
good
there,
idea.
but-
So in the city where you meet Triss, did you ever do the haunted house side quest?
Yes. With the, do you know what's in there?
Yeah. So I just did it the other night. But the funny thing is that you're on the second story, and each time you go down, the game has a glitch on the first landing of stairs where it almost looks like Geralt trips every single time. And
Wow,
so
okay.
as you're coming down the stairs, the
Does he
first
do a fall? Like he goes, falls down the
yeah,
stairs.
and he falls down the stairs every
Yes.
single time
Did you
go down
record
the
it?
stairs in that house. I should record it.
I don't think he's alone. I think it happens in other places as well. If you're running down the stairs, sometimes he falls because he goes, and then there's like a roll and you end up at the bottom real quick.
This is
I know that I definitely did it yesterday, but that was kind of on purpose because I jumped off the ledge and landed halfway down the stairs.
Yes.
So I had no intention of using them normally in the first place, and he did a little roll and a. Ugh.
Have you managed to get into the dandelion story yet?
no, not yet.
No.
Come on.
Sorry. Also, I have figured out why drowners are called drowners.
Oh.
Has
why
anyone come across that?
Is it because of the brains or drowner brains? Is that why?
They swim, obviously.
Yep.
Now,
Or they can't
sometimes
be called. Wait. That makes no sense. Go on, continue.
sometimes what do you call them? They're swarming around and they don't actually leave the water. And obviously, it's in places where you need to get into the water to get to a place. And yeah, they grab you and drown
they
you.
drown you.
Yes.
Ah.
So, man, if you thought that they were difficult on land, like I did, they're even worse underwater.
I find the ones that throw mud at you are the worst, though. The drowners I can kill pretty quickly, but the ones that
To hags.
yeah,
If
they're
I can,
horrible.
if
They're
I
a
can list
nightmare.
my 5 least favorite common monsters at the moment, that hag is so annoying.
And even at high level, he's still a pain. For some reason, I was fighting one as I was coming through the last mission, and there was one there, and it was a pain in the ass to kill him for some reason. I think you get 2 or 3 of them at once, then it's just a nightmare. You have to keep running around.
I think you mean her. They're definitely
her,
hags.
Yeah, sorry, her. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a couple of them in one mission. They were both a pain at the same time.
Yeah. I did have something that I wanted to mention, but I can't remember what it was now.
Hmm.
Something else. But yes, I
no,
know.
your 5 things that annoy you.
The hags.
The hags.
Hags, my word, and the wolves probably. I have equipped the one perk that lets you deflect arrows.
Ooh, okay.
I find that very helpful.
Yeah, I didn't use that one. No, I find nothing was really hurting me. I think my armor was quite good. I was getting hit by stuff, and it wasn't really so much damage.
Too beefy.
Too
Does
beefy.
your armor look any better? Because so far I haven't seen any armor that I look at and go, oh, that looks cool.
I think you need the sets.
Yes. So, Carl, did you see any of what I had picked up last night?
No, but I have seen your fantastic red bow
Ugh.
armor that you're wearing, that you were
Like my
wearing.
knitted jersey.
Yeah.
No, I've as I was getting the Witcher gear last night, the Griffin stuff, that looks a bit better. And obviously the Griffin set is the baby set.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks better than your peasant stuff. But I imagine the
Peasant.
Witcher gear, I imagine the Witcher gear as you get better, as you find better Witcher gear, it starts to look better. So the Griffin stuff looks better than the peasant stuff.
Okay,
At
well, that's a
least.
good start.
Can't
But
always
it
looks
is
like a peasant, though.
green. It is green.
Well, yeah, it's set gear, so green is set, and then
No.
blue's magic.
No. I mean it is green. It's green and brown.
The color is green. I see. That's a bit of a pity. Green doesn't
Yeah.
really go with his eyes.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, amazing. So
yeah.
I think that's it. We've almost talked The Witcher to death, and we still have a week to go.
Yes, and plenty still to talk about.
Yeah. Lee, are you going to continue? You know, you're going to go for Black for Blood now that you've finished
I
the
might
game.
have to kill some zombies.
Yes, go for it.
Sounds like
Go
a
for
plan.
it.
Well, we struggle to catch up for the next week.
It's so disappointing.
Don't be disappointed.
I'm not
Trying.
even trying.
We are. Look at how far we've gotten. Almost 30 hours in. That's unheard of in a month normally.
You just got to buck up, get your head down, do it. Come on,
Just give it a good effort
do it.
to do it. Brilliant.
I'm actually trying to find. I've got a Garrote in my armor. I ended up in, or close.
Oh. So we get to see what in-game armor looks like. Lee still looks like
Well,
a
this
hobbit.
is the problem. I haven't really got endgame. I've got reasonably good armor, but I don't think it's endgame.
That's a problem. You need to bump
I've
up
heard
those
you
rookie
can make
numbers.
your horse. Sorry, I've heard you can make your horse look quite nice. But maybe also when you start on the DLC, Lee, you might even find cooler gear.
Apparently you can get a house in the DLC.
Oh wow!
It'd be quite nice.
Right. Well, we can't just watch Lee stare at frown at his stream.
I put a picture up. I actually put a picture up. I'm trying to work out if that's.
Oh yeah. That still looks like homeless gear though.
I know it does. That's what I'm saying. Like he's just wearing random gear he's found off some guy who killed, probably.
Oh yeah.
It's like someone's jersey that doesn't even
That's right. It
match.
does look like someone's jersey. Yeah. I got some cool swords. That's about all I got.
Yeah, your swords look pretty cool. The hilts look awesome.
Actually, this is the end. Yeah, this is the end. Because I know exactly what I'm about to do here with this sword. This other sword in my hand. But that's how beardy I got.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, not very long at all.
Not very beardy.
Yeah, not very beardy. For some reason, I have a feeling that beard is less beard than in the beginning.
I looks less beard than I started with. Yeah, it does look less beard. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? This whole beard.
Now-
I wonder,
Yes.
is there a way to see how many days have passed in game?
I don't know if there's a date.
Because it would be interesting to say, you know, the game you started playing and now it's been 6 months in game.
That was also something that I kind of missed from Red Dead Redemption. You could see how many days had passed.
Ah, yes.
Now, I'm very curious. It sounds like none of us are interested in changing Geralt's hair. Have you looked up the options?
No, I was too scared
An
to.
option-
I don't want to get my hair cut.
So one of the common ones, it looks as if you can still have your hair in a half ponytail, except the sides are shaven or semi-shaven, like a number
Nice.
2.
Undercut, I believe
And-
they call that.
It looks very cool, actually. It looks quite modern, to be
Yeah.
honest. But Lee, if you click on the link I just sent in Zoom, you'll find another one.
Oh, that's
that
why my Zoom popped up. That's interesting. I wonder why.
I don't think this is real, Kyle. This bowl cut.
Oh, come on. It's got to be real. 'Cause I mean,
I don't.
people with bowl cuts.
I don't.
That
I
is-
don't see it anywhere
incredible.
else.
Share the bowl cut screen to the viewers on Twitch, Mr. Lee.
Okay, no, I'm mistaken. It is real. I think it's real.
Well, I mean,
That's
you got to
amazing.
rock with the times, and bowl cuts is a sign of the times.
It absolutely is. Absolutely. I mean,
what
everyone.
times, though? What times?
Everyone had
When?
back in the 200s.
200, exactly, yeah. Yes. No.
It's funnier because he's blonde. Like, that's not
Yeah.
even just his white hair. Someone has dyed it blonde.
Yeah. I don't think he's that vain, is he, to dye his hair?
No, I don't think he cares.
I don't know. He likes to show off his abs. Like, did you do the mission, the side quest, where he's
I've seen the second one recently. That's amazing. That is
oh,
incredible.
that
I
picture
like
is
that
just good. So that mission where you go through and you have to punch up the guys.
one. You do
Did
what?
you do that?
Do what?
You have to
Carry
go,
on.
beat the people up.
There's fighting.
No.
You have to win the
Yeah,
fighting.
you win
Yeah.
the fight.
Yeah, well, that's
Right.
you have to get an achievement for doing all that.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know. But at one of the end of the fighting, one of the end of the quests, where you think you fight Jonah or someone, he stands there after winning without a shirt on, looking like he flexing his abs at the screen. And you go, I tried to get a screenshot of it, but it came out a bit different. But yeah, he's standing there showing off quite nicely for a long time without a shirt on. Geralt is not a shy man.
Oh no, not at all.
That picture's incredible.
It's incredible, isn't it?
I didn't even know you could get glasses or goggles.
Yes, glasses, definitely. I've seen the glasses before elsewhere.
So funny. Oh my word. Right. I think is that us?
I think that's it.
Mhm.
I think we've witched ourselves out for this week.
We have.
So thank you guys for listening. If you like this episode, please rate us on your podcast platform of choice. And remember to share us around because that's how we grow.
Share us around, like Geralt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Share us around, yeah. Or like Keira. So yes, check out our link tree. It's got the links to our latest episode on Spotify. It's got links to our Twitters, our Instagrams, our everything. It's in our episode description. So check that out. And if you want to follow us individually, Mr. Lee, first of all, did anyone sign up for the newsletter?
no.
What?
Aw.
I told you.
one
Nobody
listens to it.
cares.
Oh.
So,
So
now you're
sign up for the
sad, aren't you?
newsletter,
You've just
guys,
destroyed the
so
whole
that-
mood of the podcast.
no, show Lee that you care. So sign up for the newsletter. We promise not to spam you. 1 email a week.
I don't care. Spam me. Go for it.
I don't know. We won't spam the listeners.
Oh, well, maybe I will if someone signs up.
What you're going to say, hi. But before we go as well,
Sorry.
we also need to mention G stacks to what is it called, Simone?
The GTA score
What are you
challenge.
trying to say?
The great TA score challenge. It's not important. I'm just very excited about it, and Kyle wants to make sure I don't get ignored.
Well, now's your chance. Quickly tell people about it because we have a team. Our name is on the line
The
because
winning
Lee's
team.
avatar.
We have the winning team.
Yeah, boy.
Our avatar's on the line. People, if we get far, people will see our names. If we don't get far, people will see our names and then they'll judge us.
Yes, that's true.
So
Okay,
we
so
have we have to push this.
The Great True Achievement Score Challenge happens every year for 25 weeks. It works like a survivor challenge. So those that score the least each week get eliminated, and the scores get reset every week. This year, it's only teams of 3. So we decided that we'd make our own team with myself, Kyle, and Lee. We're going to try and not embarrass ourselves, but I know how these things go. So we're really just doing it for fun. I'm very competitive. So I would love people to join as well. It starts on the 5th of November, so you've got plenty of time to strategize and work out what you're going to do. We did kind of participate last year. But then we decided to make our own challenge. And we kind of ignored True Achievements.
There were spreadsheets and everything.
Spreadsheets and everything. It was very, very exciting. So like I said, we have our team. We're not going to do very well. So I think that should give...
We did manage a couple of weeks, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And there's 220 teams now.
Nice.
So we shouldn't be eliminated in the first round.
No.
We're going to struggle in the second round because the way the scoring works is it's looking at true achievement difference. So True Achievements is a site where it looks at how many points Xbox gives you, and it looks at how many people have actually achieved that particular achievement, and they say actually this achievement is worth more. So on the site, you'll have your actual gamer score, and then you'll have your true achievement gamer score.
And it can also drop as well, because even though you managed to get it when it was hard, or no one else got it, if everyone decides it's easy, it kills it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very
That's down
true. So
points.
that's how score decay comes in. This is where people kind of get put off this challenge because this can sound a little bit confusing. So the way the score is going to happen now is your score for the team is the difference. So if you get a 50-point achievement, and True Achievements reckons that that achievement is worth 60 points, you get 10 points, which is the difference between 50 and 60.
Mm-hmm.
Your team gets 10 points. Now, what happens is at the end of each week, your score resets. Now, what happens there is the more people get that achievement, it becomes worth less. So in 2 weeks' time, that achievement that was worth 50 is now only worth 55. And that's where score
45.
decay.
Go down.
No, it can't. It can't go lower than the gamer score. So now it's only worth 55. Now this is where decay comes in. So if we're still in the game 2 weeks from now, we'll actually be minus 5 points because of how that has decayed. So I did a terrible job of explaining, but I work better with pictures.
You need a spreadsheet.
Next week maybe I'll draw it up, and so that the Twitch listeners can at least get an idea of how it works. It's not as complicated as I made it sound. We're going to struggle in the second week, and I'm telling you this because Lee and Kyle are going to start Forza Horizon 5.
But that will be really good because there'll be lots of easy achievements in that.
For the first
easy achievements.
Yeah, Forza's got loads of easies. Like you just go and buy a certain car and jump over a hill 10 times and you get achievement.
Yeah, and then everyone gets that achievement. And then suddenly the next week, because we've lost points because of score decay.
I'll move on by then. I'll moved on by then, honest.
We shall see. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how terribly we do and whether I can counterbalance Lee's tanking of our score.
Hey, will we top the league? First week, will we top the league?
Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Okay.
First week, we're going to do amazingly.
Yeah.
Second week,
yep.
We need to keep our head above water. And I mean that almost literally because there's a red line of elimination for the teams. We need to stay above that line. Yeah. Now, there's an individual challenge as well if you don't have a team together. But we're not worrying about that so much. It's no fun if there's no teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea is just to stay in the competition for as long as possible. There's no prize. And most likely I'll be asking if I do catch the competition bug quite fiercely, I may even ask for some advice or help from fellow achievement hunters on how to just boost that score a little bit.
Look at you, Matt.
Yeah. Look at you guys. So, yeah. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Well, we're going to give it a bash. We're going to see how far we go. If we make it to week 3, I think we can be pretty proud of ourselves.
Yes, 3 out of 25 weeks is not bad. No, we'll make it further than that. I think last year we made it to week 4.
Okay, so week 4 is what we have to beat.
Yes, the first month is where all the baby teams get knocked out. So we just kind of have to... We have to make it survive for a month at least.
Okay. So Simone's going to build the spreadsheet on how we're going to strategize this.
No, I'm not
excited.
because I know that you guys aren't going to look at it. So there's going to be a waste of time.
I'll try.
If you give it to me, I'll make a special button on my button thing, my stream deck.
Oh, yeah?
I'll put the spreadsheet on there.
But that's just to show the world. That's not to follow the...
I know, but it'll force us to look at it every week.
Oh, I see. So how would you feel if I said, okay, Lee, this week you need to play this game?
I'll be okay. That's fine. I have more time than you to play for some reason, though.
That is true.
But,
that is true.
I can take one for the team. Yeah.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Carl's the one who's going to have trouble with.
Yep.
Well, you're both going to start Forza.
Yes.
You're both going to start Forza, and I think it's going to be the death of us, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
I can drop in an hour-long, 2-hour-long game to get us some game score. That's fine. Or at least hard achievements in game score or something.
Yeah.
I don't have a completionist issue as well. I don't really care. I'll play anything.
Yeah, and that's great. So as an example, Kyle, when I was trying to explain the competition to Kyle, he says, oh yeah, well, you still need to finish Red Bow. And I said, that game is so easy. There's no true achievement difference. So you get a 15 pointer and it's worth 15 points because everybody has it. So no, it's not about the easy It's not about the easy achievements.
You got to go for the hard ones, hard achievements.
Yep.
Oh
But
man,
lots and lots of easy ones could be worth your time, because at least you're getting 1 point, as opposed to spending a week on one hard one and never getting
5 points. Yeah, or whether everyone does it and then it goes down to 1 point anyway. So you kind of
Yep, exactly. So you can finish weeks with minus score because of decay, but we'll see. We'll see.
Fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll just give it a bash, see how good we get it. So we just need to get other people to make teams, and we can compete against them.
Yes. And tell us your team name, and then we'll like keep an eye on you.
Yeah, build some spreadsheets, see what you're playing, snap your score.
Yep. Definitely.
Oh, brilliant. Well, let's wrap this episode up, and you can tell us where we can find you, Simone.
You can find me on Xbox and Twitter at JimBeanNZ.
Yeah, Mr. Lee.
I am Lee Howard on Twitter and on Xbox.
You're not going to
maybe Twitch, because Twitch is going to get a button on the Xbox.
But that just means that we can stream easier to our XboxCast.
That's right.
Which would be great. Some game streaming. Mixer's coming back, except it's called Twitch, and it's got nothing to do with Mixer.
That's right. Yep. And it's slightly angrier.
Yeah. When you press the button, you just have to yell.
That's right, yes. So troll your Xbox when you press the button.
You can find me at XarCrius on Xbox. So thank you guys for listening. This has been Game Face, and we'll see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.